guys. It's so nice to speak with you. I just
Hi, thank
watched
you.
the first 6 episodes of Hit and Run, and I was really interested. I can't wait to watch the final three. Um, so my first question, Lior, is just what was the inspiration behind Hit and Run, and how do you collaborate as a writer?
Yeah, so the inspiration was, Avi, my partner, Avi Zakharov, and me, we're sitting, we have a curse. We're just sitting and we have ideas, new ideas, every day, new idea, so many ideas. So one day we were sitting together and we talked actually about Lost, about what is it to be a man that losing his wife. And since then we started to develop it and to talk about it. And we have our own experience, of course, in this situations. And that's how we brought this story. And then we went to Netflix, and then we collaborated with Don and Nicole, that they are American writers, and so it was a quite crazy combination of rude Israelis and very polite Americans. But it was great experience because we learned a lot from them, and I hope they learned a lot from us, because the cultural differences. And this is what is it all about, this TV show? It's about cultural differences and about trust and love between friends and countries.
I think that's so fascinating. And both of you play on screen a couple from opposite sides of the world, and we get to see both parts of that world. So Kalen, what was it like for you to kind of piece Danielle together as a character posthumously, if you will?
Well, it was really in the writing. It was so compelling to see all of these layers of her and her story, and leading up to her life in Israel, where she is an American but moves there and marries an Israeli and is part of an Israeli dance company. And so she really starts to, build her life around the culture there as well. So I think as a character, she's a very open-hearted person who really falls deeply for the people that she cares about. And so, I think that, again, it was all in the script, but being in Israel also as a Canadian, which is, still North America, it's similar. It was really parts of myself came out as well in that experience. So.
That's fascinating. I really love what you said about the cultural clash, and I felt that too. Obviously, I don't have experience with Israel, but even New York, it was a side of New York that I have not experienced or that I'm not fully aware of. So for you, Lior, what was it like to bring these two sides together and kind of show different aspects of the world?
So first of all, this is why we chose New York, because in my experience in life, when I was 22, I came to New York for the first time in my life, and I felt so small and so abandoned and like fish out of water. I didn't understand why there are so many people and everything is closing on me. It was an experience that, when you come from Israel, and Israel is, as you saw in the show, so it's all open and it's bright and it's like California in a way. And so the differences are so hard. And we wanted to show that not just the cultural differences, but also the space and the locations and where you are. And the lighting even is different from Israel to New York. It's much more cold in New York than in Israel. And it's good for the story, because our guy, Segev, is coming from his country as a tour guide to be in a fight mode in New York. So we try to differentiate. How do you say it?
Differentiate
the places. Yeah.
Yeah, you did great. And Kalen, I know Danielle's background as a dancer is really interesting to me. What was your own background or interest in dancing?
I grew up dancing. I started at 10 years old dancing in my local small town studio, and was competitive through those years in my high school years, and have sort of brushed the periphery of the professional dance world a little bit with a jazz company in Calgary, Alberta. I was in their pre-professional program for a little bit. But as you know, being a professional dancer really takes your whole life, and my path in film took me there. And to be able to bring my dance background to this show was really amazing. It was a dream come true.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you both so much. I can't wait for everyone to watch, and I cannot wait to find out how it ends. Have a great day.